Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining Mediumship with SunPsychic Jean and Gerald of TarotStache. Thank you for being here. Jean, thank you very much for joining me and letting me host this time. I'm very excited and nervous at the same time. So that's a good combination.
Yeah.
Combination.
You get to choose the questions is the most important, I think.
Yes.
Gerald and I have been doing some shows together, specifically on mediumship, and wanting to really get into the specifics. And it's been absolutely lovely. I really enjoy it.
I do too. And I look forward, and I'm getting full body tingles. So just backstage, Jean was helping to create an environment to where those with whom who want to communicate with us, see us and recognize us, and those of you who are watching also can have that connection as well. So this is truly amazing. My usual thing is, please remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not make decisions based upon what we say. Seek professional assistance, really. And please do like and subscribe. All of the links are below, as are ways to contact us both if you would like some more in-depth information. And I love saying hello to some of the best chatters as they are here. Jenny Berlin is here, Linda Kennedy, and Sally Salrods is here, Tiffany Tisdale, and Kaylee Fogo Pogo, Jen Bowles, hello, and oh, thank you. Okay, so I should probably put this up. Readings are in random order. If you want a message from a loved one, please include their name and their relationship to you. That will help us. And Amanda has joined us, so it's great to see you. And so I have a few people starred. Whilst we're waiting for a few more people coming in, what do you have coming up this weekend?
Well, before I start that, I just wanted to say that it's the best way is to just say that you would like a message from your brother Joe, and we'll know that your brother Joe is passed, and we'll go from there. So those are the two main points of information that we need to connect to you and to your brother Joe. And if it's a friend, Debbie, or whatever it is, whatever the relationship is and whatever the first name is. And you don't have to tell us anything else. And please put it in caps. It really does help. And this weekend, I am really honored to be a part of an amazing event. It's a fundraiser for Kamala Harris, and it's Psychics for Democracy. And I am just thrilled. It starts at 4 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, the 1st of September. And it runs through the 2nd of September, 4 p.m. Eastern. And there are going to be many, I don't know if there's 15 or 20 different readers. Yeah. And some are going to be teaming up, and we're going to be going all throughout the night, all night long, just like that Jerry Lewis Tarot-a-thon they used to have.
Yes, I remember that. That was a big deal. Big deal. So, and yeah. And so I will be on late on Sunday evening, and so you'll start seeing some promotion on the channels about this. So just to let you know about that. And thank you, Jen Bowles, for writing that up there. I appreciate that. And Zane, Tarot Token Witchery, is stopping in to say hello. So
and I remember Jen Bowles a show or two ago. That's how I measure time. A show or two ago, she said that she was noticed she heard a siren, ambulance, and she turned around. I think it was you, Jen. I'm pretty sure it was you. And she turned around and she saw like this energy in the trees, like a little bit of of she wasn't sure what it was, and it was either the loved ones or their guardian angels watching over the people in the ambulance. But it was good. And she said that she saw this. It was just like a little split second, and she said, "Was that real?" And I said, "Yes." That's all it takes. It's only like out of the corner of your eye. It's only a really quick split second, and trust what you get. The veil is thinning, and we're going to be seeing more and more of these things. They call it like a bleed through or coming through, or
Mm-hmm.
three orbs that
Flew out,
a
flew
blue
off in
and light.
blue and silver light. Wow. Okay,
That's
so I'm just say it, Gerald. What's really important is for everybody to start paying attention and to noticing these small signs that show up, because these signs are really very important. And as we move through the rest of the year, as the veil is thinning, acknowledge those, because when we acknowledge those, we actually get to see more of those, and that's a great way of communication. So, and
it really is true.
yes,
Those who believe in magic will see the magic.
that is so true. Yes, and Diana, Wonder Woman, oil painter, is here and doing kitchen witchery. So, all right, so we're going to start with readings, and these are, of course, in random order. And Amanda Carroll would love to hear from Elna, my grandma, mom's mom.
Okay, let's see what we can get from Elna.
Get this image of Elna wiping her hands off with a kitchen towel of some kind. And I don't know if she spent a lot of time in the kitchen. That's the image that I have. And it's very much Amanda like of she's sort of doing this, and then she's putting her arm on the countertop, and she's putting her arm on the side of her waist. It's going, okay, you have my attention. What do you want? And it's a whole lot of love. But Amanda, she's just like going. It's almost like, okay, I'm here. That makes sense. She was a cook, always made dessert. Oh, okay. So she's okay. Well, then, since then, more of what I have, Amanda. You need to decide on the order that you're going to do things. Are you going to have dessert first, or are you going to do the small things that you need to do through your day to achieve your goal? She's also, I mean, she's sort of, it's funny because she's saying, do the small things because it makes the dessert even more delicious. So if that makes sense to you, Amanda, do let us know. We love that feedback. Amanda said, great advice.
Okay. So I was getting that she also was an herb grower. And I did see her in some clothing. She had like a gray skirt and sensible shoes with a white blouse, almost like a uniform, but it's not a uniform, but it's something that she wore frequently. It was almost like her everyday clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw her cooking in the morning before other people would wake up. And she would have this time to herself. And I think that she was intuitive, and I think that she really enjoyed this quiet time. I think she really thought to herself, either that or would hum to herself or would work out the issues of the day. But she seemed like the one who would rule take charge in the home. But she was very modest. Okay. Yeah, always
Always a
a great
skirt.
gardener. Okay. But she's saying that she loved the alone time. She's saying that she doesn't tell me that she has a profession outside of the home, but she did get out and do things. I think she helped other people, or she collected things, or delivered things. I'm not sure what it would be. Like maybe she went to pick something up and then she would drop this off to the neighbors. Like if she went to a different city and would get, let's just say, maple syrup, because you can only get maple syrup when you're in the mountains in the Northeast. And she would bring this maple syrup back to her little community in her little neighborhood. And other people would do this too. It was like these fine delicacies or these things that you just didn't find in your area. It was
Mm-hmm.
very much a community, a gathering, is what she's saying, and she really enjoyed that. And she says that she volunteered at
Okay, the
hospitals.
hospitals.
Um, she's saying that she really enjoyed that tight knit community with her neighbors, and you really relied on your neighbors like your family. And she said that that's what's different about today, that people don't even acknowledge their neighbors, not even speak to them, but they don't even acknowledge their neighbors. And
Mm-hmm.
she's very surprised at that.
So, Amanda also, yeah, she said yes. Amanda, I got a couple of other things when it was that she's a gardener. I heard mint and in-season berries. So this might be something that you want to enjoy as a dessert. I'm always a big fan of honoring my ancestors, and one of the great ways to honor them is to have a dessert or a food that they enjoy and celebrate it with them. And then I also got, it feels, she was a connector. She knew people who knew people. So if there was, she was also the one who, so and so might need that, and she would be able to help to facilitate that. Because, like you said, Jean, it was that idea of yeah, I'm getting full chills on that. She could connect people with the right people. She wasn't giving stuff away. She was just saying, "Oh, you need some maple syrup. Here's some maple syrup. I have this," and people have that. So, but I have both mint and berries. I love that. So, and Jen is saying, I feel like she's telling you to dig out her recipe cards and stop and get some fresh garden food and make one of her recipes and take it somewhere with love from her. Wow. You're muted.
Thanks. Amanda, that's so cute that you have those mints and berries. That's what she's talking about. And I hear her almost like with a little bit of a broken English accent. And she was a little stern, like she wasn't. She was uh, she was assertive and would be able to get what she wanted because she had this authoritative type of voice. She wasn't like mousy or, say, pardon me, would you mind? She was very much, um,
Love that she was very loving to me and died when I was very young.
oh,
Very Swedish.
okay. Yeah. I feel like she died a little bit younger. I mean, she died in her 60s or 70s rather than living to her 90s. I feel like and this was like a long life. I feel like she may have lost her husband before she passed, which broke her heart. I'm not sure if she died of a broken heart or something around her heart.
Mm. And to build off of something Jean said, she really liked her alone time in the morning, and she's suggesting that you do some of that yourself, because then that way the day builds up around you and you stay centered and solid. So the beautiful, I think grandma was divorced, yes, but it feels so important that you have that quiet time to know who you are, and then that way when the world wakes up around you, you can have that clearer connection and sense of who you are, because she never lost who she was at all. She knew who she was. So, but, so yeah. Wow.
Yep. She's really proud of you, Amanda, and she wants you to know that she's so glad that things have changed in this day and age for women, and that, you know, for her to be, I'm that really pained my heart, and I'm not sure if this is her communicating with me that she was divorced because she had no, you know, there's not a lot of rights for her, and for that to occur, and you know, there was nothing left for her to do, not nothing left, but not a lot of choices left for her. um it was just the times, and it's almost like a stigma. Was she religious? Because she's saying that if you're divorced, then you're not a part of the community anymore. Like she
Mm.
may have lost her friends that were married, or her, you know, you would go out with other people as couples and she's no longer a couple. It's like she was ostracized or something.
Oh.
But I feel this deep disappointment, and kind of why she's really glad that women today have more choice after a relationship ends, and a choice of how. I was raised by her and my mom. Wow,
Mm-hmm.
that's beautiful.
Yeah. I am also, I mean, she keeps telling me to do this. I don't know if you have long hair, but it feels like she spent some time putting up her hair, wrapping it up. And yeah, I'm getting chills as I'm doing that. She's like going, yep, do that. And maybe she's suggesting that you do that as well. She loved her bridge group with her husband at the time. Okay.
Yeah. And I think she lost those friends when they divorced.
Yeah.
It's a whole, and she had no place to live, because if he divorced her, he's like, you're gone. And she probably not had to, but one of her only choices was to find family to live with. But it
Mm-hmm.
was your blessing, you know, it was you benefited from that. But I think it broke her heart. It broke her heart how callous and how insensitive that men would be after all that time, after giving your children, after feeding your family, after cleaning your house and cleaning up after you.
Yes.
You divorce me? Like it was very bitter for her, and she still is it was she had no say in the matter, you know, like there was nothing. She had no recourse, she had no defense, she had no uh nothing to wager against. Or yeah, that was difficult for her, is what she's saying. It's what she's making me feel.
Mm-hmm.
It was your blessing. Yes, Amanda. Hmm.
Definitely. And thank you, Amanda. And by the way, Kevin Lewis Medium is here. Hello, Kevin. It's great to see you. And we have Jane the Secret Tarot. Good to see you.
Hi, Jane.
And Andrea 54 Hector said, I'd like to thank everyone for praying for my daughter and me to get approved for housing, because I got approved. Congratulations. That's beautiful.
That's wonderful, Andrea. We're so happy for you.
Yeah. And Amanda said, yes, it was tough times. And yeah. So, but yeah. So thank you, Amanda. And Jose is here. And Michelle, Astrological Tarot, is here. And you know what? You just have a nice dinner for housewarming, and we'll show up energetically. We'd be glad to share space with you. That's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So, okay. So, all right. Kaylee is next. Would love a message from my friend Lydia. Thank you.
Elna said she's sticking around, Amanda, just so you know, and she's with you. She's saying that the portal or the opening, the communication, the line of communication, that energetic frequency is open, and she wants you to continue talking to her and consulting with her, and maybe writing down some messages that might be from her. She wants you to continue with that.
I love that, and I have to. So I want to add, she is very much going, well, I'm here. I might as well stay and do something. And she's still got her arm on her hip, and she's got a lovely, powerful maternal instinct that just oozes through her. It's so wonderful. It's so wonderful. So, she's Chow. That's great. And Lorraine R is here, so great. And so she gets it. Yep. So Kaylee, message from my friend Lydia, I believe.
I wanted to just double check with my pendulum. I asked Lydia if she was here. Yes. Would you like to communicate? Yes. And she wants you to know that she does visit you often, Kaylee. She says that she doesn't feel like she lost any time here on Earth. I don't know if you say that she crossed too soon or she left too soon, or if it was accidental, or she's telling me, I feel like she may have had an illness that maybe like asthma or something, or diabetes or something that she had that she was able to manage. And then something happened where she had complications from it. But she's saying that she was fighting for a long time and dealing with a body that was not cooperating and not in the healthiest manner. I feel like she's saying that she lived a full life. She's telling me oh gosh, she said I was going to say 49. She was giving me, honestly, I mean, I wouldn't make that up. She was going to tell me 49. So I don't know if 49 means something else to you. I thought that's when she passed, but she said yes to all of those. And she passed at 40. Mental illness was a big issue. I see. Okay.
Yeah. So I was, as I was thinking about this or opening up to it, the words that I got were walk, 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 and shower. I have no idea what that means, but it's the sense. It's just like walk, 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 and shower. And I don't know if it's part of an actual taking a shower or a rain shower or something like that. And Kaylee did say it was very sudden and unexpected. Okay. She supports you. She has a she has a lot to say, but she's not necessarily saying it to me. It's she's sort of checking me out. She you know, I'm getting her approval. We walk our dogs together all the time. Okay. Keep walking. Keep walking.
I think she does still walk with you.
Yes, that's true. Yes.
And did you two get caught in a rainstorm one day? Maybe that was that walk, walk, walk shower. And sometimes they just give us like these little drips of words or images. And then other times it's more of like a movie. But ask her to, as soon as we get that validation, she'll come in like a magnet and come in a little closer.
Yeah. Jane the Seeker asked, was she the one who smoked, or am I thinking of a different person? Something that she said to me, Kaylee, is she said she supports you, but all the magic you're making is yours. It's not hers. So, oh, she's the right one. Yep. There you go. So, and she's keeping to remind to make sure that you heard that. She's supporting you as she can. All the magic that you are making and all of the work that you're doing is yours, and you are the creator of that. And she is on the sidelines, definitely cheering you on, or even better, going for a walk with you and listening whilst you process some things. So
I do feel as though she had this pre-life agreement that she would come into this world with these challenges and, end or leave earlier than expected. I do feel her feeling like earlier when I said her body wasn't healthy and she's relieved to be rid of this. And she's saying that you were so kind to her soul. And she's saying you saw her soul. You saw past all of the, judgment or all of the, you know, when people jump to conclusions or judge a book by its cover. She said, you saw my soul and you opened up your soul, like friendship. And she saw the kindness that you extended to her. And she appreciates that. She's saying that she is sorry for some things that she may have said or done that were hurtful to you because she didn't mean it. It was almost like because she wanted to lash out, she had to respond in a way or to release something. Sometimes you hurt the ones you love the most because you know that it's safe. And I don't know if it was towards the end or if she would say things like off the cuff and really be curt about it. And she just is saying that she sees now that she hurt your feelings and that you were nothing but the kindest friend to her and being helpful. And she was like, if you were to say, let me help you in the car, and she'd be saying, leave me alone, I can get in the car. Like, and that would hurt. Like whatever it was that you were trying to do to help her, she lashed out. And she just wants to say she's sorry for those times that she may have hurt you. She didn't mean that. And she wants to thank you for the forgiveness that you had for the next time you saw her. You had no resentment or animosity, or you didn't hold her accountable. You always forgave her and greeted her with a new smile. She just wants to thank you for that.
That's really beautiful because she had these outbursts because she didn't know. I mean, she had this outburst at you because you were safe, but she didn't understand what was going on inside of her, and it showed up as a comment that could have been mean, and she's now realizing it wasn't that. So yes, she was a lot like my younger sister. She helped me to see a lot in her and to understand her. Okay, so her little sister, yeah. So, and she did say, I still go visit her so that others know she's remembered. I love that. I love that. And Kaylee has little ornaments she hangs for each season.
Oh,
that's nice. It's very nice.
She definitely wants to thank you for assisting her in this journey, that you were part of her pre-life plan to assist her and to you know you agreed to support her in this lifetime. And she just wants to thank you. She said that blessings will be repaid to you for all of your kindness. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I keep hearing the two of you are good. You're good. You're okay. You're good. And so it's this interesting. I don't know if she wrote things in a journal, or if she liked to write or scribble, or but I see pages of a journal being filled up, and I don't know if this is you thinking about her, or her, speaking through you. So you consider her one of your spirit guides. Yes, that's great. Yeah. Do you have anything else? Walk, walk, walk. I heard that again. Walk, walk, walk. So, do you have anything else from Lydia?
Okay. I don't.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And is Leah her puppy with her?
I'm going to check with my pendulum. Because for some reason I couldn't get her, I couldn't feel her energy, so I checked with my pendulum if she was here. Is your puppy Leah with you? Are you together with your puppy Leah? She's saying yes. That's what I'm getting for sure. It's very strong. So lovely, lovely yes.
Yeah. And Kaylee said she passed about a month ago. She's probably telling me to get out in nature. Yeah, I'm also getting that the puppy is with her. And get out and walk. So that's great. Thank you, Kaylee. Wow. Thank you for people who have come in. I see Bora Bora. I saw a couple of Kiba has joined us. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Vicky is here. So you're very welcome. You're very welcome. All right, let's see. Okay, we have a question from Jane the Seeker. Question: does being close to a loved one who is getting close to transitioning open up mediumship? So many spirits are in my mom's house. Just wondering.
I think it could, because the person who is getting close to transitioning is, people are coming in, or souls are coming in closer to her and inviting her and standing by her and getting on the ready. I don't know if she's at this stage, but sometimes when people are close to end of life, they sleep, or not sleep, but they just close their eyes for a long time. And they say that they can see like souls in the room with them, or loved ones in the room with them. And they come and they patiently wait, and they just are there to support. And almost like, when it's your time, we'll be here. And they come in, and you're seeing this. And how wonderful, how beautiful is that? What did you get there, Gerald?
Well, I got that it does open mediumship for people who are mediumship prone. Because the energy is, I see a swirling of energy, and it's not a rapid swirling or anything like that. It's almost like there's a circling of energy and people and beings who are supporting. Oh, and Nalani says, I heard it called a gathering of souls. That's actually really beautiful and powerful. So there's so many spirits are in your mom's house. I think, yes, it makes sense to me that happens, Jane. And I'm wondering if is your mom noticing them, or is it just you? Because I would be curious about that. So,
yeah, and you have to not it. Sometimes we get to a place of acceptance when our loved ones are close to transitioning, and with this acceptance, we we have this this energetic feeling of allowance. Like,
Oh,
it's like a comfort, it's a contentment, it's an allowance. And that ease is what is required to allow your mediumship to come in. When you have acceptance and you have allowance, then this is what, and not, you're not resisting, you're not denying, you're not rejecting, you're accepting and allowing. And this is it's a receptacle energy. It's almost like a vacuum comes in when we allow. And the more relaxed you are, if you're in a relaxing environment, if they are sleeping a lot and have their eyes closed a lot, that's a very relaxing environment. That also opens up your abilities. Plus, you are a medium there, Jane,
yes, Jane. Well, and I also think it's a powerful thing for you to make note of, because these could also be opportunities for you and to recognize and to say hi. And so, yeah, Jane with all the skills. Yeah, yes, yes.
And Vicky Howell says just before her husband passed, he was talking and motioning to people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
People
People
that
that
she
could,
couldn't see. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Jane, I think it's a beautiful thing. I hope you feel that it is. It's really powerful. I'd take some notes on that. That's pretty amazing. So thank you for asking the question, Jane. She said it was just a general question. I'm just seeing them. I don't know if my mom is. So I'd be curious. I'd be curious. So, all right. I need to get a notebook. Girl, I can overnight you one. Put it on your Amazon wish list, lady. We can make that happen. So, wait a minute. You didn't leave with a notebook? Please. All right. So, next we're going to do Diana Oil Painter. She'd like a message from my mom, Flo. So,
There's a lot of maternal energy here for this whole show, but I feel like you and your mom were friends. I feel like you and your mom were maybe close in age. I feel like she was honest and frank, and to you, like she would say, Diana, those jeans are just horrendous. Like she would tell you straight out, or Diana, that man is no good. Like I feel like she had not a no filter, but she wasn't afraid to share her opinion with you. And it wasn't, I mean, sometimes it was probably a lot of eye rolling and you saying, "Oh, mom," but I feel like she was kind of direct and would tell you when she saw a thing, she would call it out. Like if you see something, say something, and she would say it. And she would. Now, I think that you wanted to figure that out for yourself, but I think your mom was also intuitive. And this is why she says, "Oh, that man wasn't any good for you," or "those jeans," or whatever. Like you wanted to be able to figure out some things on your own. Not wanted to, but she almost like preempted it and put the seed in your mind. And you wonder, would I have realized this if my mom hadn't have said that? I think she was quite influential to you. She wasn't like a nagger all the time. Um, and she didn't like harp on you or repeat things, but the things that she said landed, and she knew that what your mom said, she meant it. But she was easygoing, laid back, but hardworking. She was working, 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 and a woman of few words, in a sense of, disciplining or guidance. But she was social and did, communicate um, with other people. I feel like she had a difficulty. I feel like she may have been married more than once.
yes, Jane,
No
that's my
filter.
mom. No filter. at all. Exuberant at both ends of the spectrum. She was 19 when she had me. Yes.
Okay.
Major art teacher.
She does say that she's around you. What are you getting, Gerald?
I have been writing stuff down as quickly as I could because she knows she said she knew what was going on with you, and she always watched out for you. She wanted you. She let you make your own wrong decisions. It's sort of this funny thing that was very specific. You can make your own wrong decisions because you're going to learn from them that way. I see someone wearing, gosh, a lot of. She mixed prints when she got dressed. She was not afraid of some bright color and mixing patterns, things that wouldn't normally go together. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, Diana. But she did have this she was always moving and she was always working, as you said, Jean. She had a lot to do and a lot going on, and ain't nothing going to keep her down. She was going to keep moving, and she just flipped off the finger and said, that's for the man who's trying to keep her down. I mean, she just it's like, okay. I don't know if she would do that, Diana, but I may have just got the bird from your mother. I'm like, okay, I'll say it. I'll say it. I'll say it.
Oh my gosh. Diana, we don't hold you responsible.
No. And by the way, Claire Plummer is here from Facebook. Good to see you.
Hi, Claire. And Jacqueline is here.
Thank you, everybody. Okay, yes, she had many friends, did theater. Let me be me. And she always knew I had to do it alone. Yes, she did fashion, design, and theater always worked. She said that exact same, not keep me down. The bird for sure. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, because it was one of these things that it was so clear, Diana, and I'm like going, I'll say it. But I also wonder, yeah, exactly, my Scorpio beautiful mom flow. I also wonder, did she have long hair? I mean, I see long hair, or she was helping somebody with long hair and they're ironing that person's hair so it's really straight. No idea if this is her or if that's something that she did. And yeah, I know she likes you both. Well, that's nice. I like that too.
She needed to make him say this, She
Yes.
needed to do this so that you would know it was her. She's giving us validation. I don't think that Gerald really thinks she's giving it to him, but she had to do that to make him say it.
Yeah. And I think a lot of times when I'm doing mediumship like this, part of what happens is the with whom I'm communicating wants me to prove that I will deliver the message that they give. And so they're just like going, are you really going to do whatever we tell you? And I'm like going, of course I will. And that's why I'm like going, all right, she just flipped me the bird. So yes, me in the 60s, and I was horrified when she cut hers into Twiggy, came with her divorce. Okay. Oh, full body chills on that one. Woo.
I think she was talking about ironing the hair.
Yeah, ironing the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, and of course she did the Twiggy thing because that's, let's go against what everybody expects.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, she's a lovely, beautiful soul, kind and loving soul, very giving soul, very, no moss grew under her feet. She was constantly moving. and she said she doesn't have any regrets. She's like, she was good about letting things go. Like, okay, you don't respect me anymore. You think you can get something better across the street? Good on you. Go for it, and what is it? Be gone, or farewell, or enough. I'm done with you. And she would just keep on moving forward. Yes, it did hurt, but it wasn't something that she would be crushed or crippled by or stopping her. It would just almost empower her to keep moving on. She
Yep.
was able to let those things be in the past, and not carry them with her. Not to say that she wasn't hurt by it, and was a transition period, but she was able to keep moving forward. She had a very strong sense of a spirit, very strong spirit.
That's great. And so she just said, she mentioned an old painting in the back closet. Is there an old painting in a back closet? She said to pull it out. There's something about that painting, so I have no idea what that means. You both nailed her. Thank you both. Thanks, Mom, for speaking up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So that was great. Interesting.
She,
I mean, yeah, go ahead.
she just is saying to take care of yourself, Diana, and to, do what the doctor says, and to, get rest and eat right. She just wants you to take care of yourself.
And there is an old painting in the back closet. Pull it
Oh
out.
my
Pull it
God.
out. Please pull it out. So I'm like, wow. Okay. Are you ready for another one?
You're the driver. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you
Okay.
very much, Diana and Flo. What a beautiful spirit.
That's great. Oh my
Very,
gosh.
very light, and she wasn't she was very open and flowing, not no pun intended with her name Flo, but there was no trying to pull her close. She was like, I'm here. What do you want to know? I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
Like, it was very so you probably called her in there, Diana. And so we're connecting to your energy, and that's how
Yeah.
we connect to your loved ones, through
Yeah.
you.
Yes. Um, all right. So Twisted Sushi, a message from my stepfather, Leslie, if he is proud of my baby girl, maybe.
And is Twisted Sushi still here?
Yeah. Twisted Sushi. Don't make me get out the little
I
bell.
know.
I will do that. I will totally do that.
Did
So,
you get it? Did you say cowbell or the phone?
well, I have the phone, but and Amanda is here, but I do have a cowbell too, because you know here I have to do this, and so there is a cowbell, and it's branded now.
I love it.
So,
Yep.
and there are so many people here. I really appreciate everybody being here. And so, yeah, she's here. So, and oh, just to finish this up, Diana said, blessing to you both. She has just made a transition higher as a guide for many. Yes, she has been talking to me. You just helped her get her wings. Aw,
Oh,
it's really beautiful. So, all right. Leslie, about the baby sushi.
so was he a little rounded or a little? I mean, and this is not a judgment. This is just a description. A little chubby, like his pants were tight and his shirt was tight. He wasn't like an overly large man, but he just seemed a little chubby. Um, so let me know if this is him. This is the energy that's coming through.
Buddha belly, she said.
Okay, that's where you're showing me. Um, He's saying he does. He's saying he loves you like you're his own. He's saying you know this. He's saying I've always loved you like my own. He's saying I probably love you more because you're more than I could ever be. He's saying that you loved him and made him a better person, and to give him the opportunity of being your father, and for trusting him. And he needed somebody that needed him in that way, and you almost filled the empty spots in his heart. I don't know what happened earlier in his life, if he lost a loved one or if a girlfriend, he was scorned by a girl or something, but he had these wounds in his heart. And then when he met your mother and you, that you helped to heal these wounds that he had about, he felt less than for some reason. And he's saying that you trusting him, believing in him, and loving him helped to heal those wounds in his heart. And he wants you to know that he loves you right back, and the love is very genuine. And that he's, it's important that you know that you know it's genuine. And he's almost saying that you saved his life in some respects, because you helped him heal his heart. And he wants you to know that it's not your responsibility to continue healing other people. He says you are very giving, and you're almost not a people pleaser, but you do like sacrifice yourself, your energy, and your emotions to make other people happy. And he says, make sure that that those scales are balanced, and not to give all of your power away. Make sure you put your mask on first and feed yourself first, and then you'll be so much more able to help all of those other people.
Said he was a better dad at the time than my own. I trusted him a lot, even as an adult.
That meant the world to him that you did.
Yes.
He said there are other people in his life didn't, and you gave him that opportunity to be trustworthy, and he was, and you trusted him, and that really helped to heal him. It changed him.
Yeah. I'm getting very emotional because what's coming through is that it's really important. He's more proud of you for bringing her into the world than the baby. He's proud of you because you've done this. He knows you're going to be an amazing mother, an amazing parent. So there's a lot of love for you and the strength that you had to be able to make this happen. So he's like proud of you for bringing her into the world. He did things that were wrong. You didn't. And together you've figured that out. And he loves her name.
Uh-oh.
So
do you know her name, Gerald?
I believe it's Aurora.
Oh, her baby's name. Wow.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's baby Sushi. So, and she said, I always thought he would think I'd be a good mom. Well, yeah, he knows it. Yeah. Yep. Aurora Rose. And he loves that. He loves that. That makes him really, really, I don't know, I've got tears rolling down my eyes. There's something about that name that evokes a lot of emotion for him, and it's very magical, very, very magical. So
I love that name too. It's so beautiful. It carries so much energy to it there, and I feel like he met your daughter before she came into this world, and I think that you all have lived lifetimes together before. Even though he was your stepfather, it was orchestrated for you to connect in this lifetime, and that he's part of your soul family, as is your daughter. Like the souls are, repeating.
Yeah. You said, I think it's connected to my grandma in a way. Yes. But yeah. In a dream, he introduced me to me and her, my grandma. Oh my gosh. Okay.
she was alongside your grandmother. So you were introduced to your own daughter in a dream. That's amazing.
Yeah, alongside my grandmother. I love, oh my gosh. Yeah. He's very excited that you've gotten this message and that you're hearing it. You know, the Buddha belly is sort of laughing a little bit. He's chuckling. I don't know that kind of laugh. Yeah, it was years ago. Yeah. So it's but he's satisfied that this message has gotten to you. He's glad about that. So yeah.
Yep. Just make sure those scales are balanced there with you, you know, taking care of yourself and taking care of others. And it doesn't, I don't think it applies to your daughter. I think it applies to you trying to help everybody else. Even if it's just a phone call and you taking care of somebody's emergencies all the time, you know, you need to be able to protect your energy and to, you know, just try not to get caught up in other people's drama. It's draining for you. Even though you'd like to help, it's important to only take small doses of those. But I do see you helping everybody. And that's good. That's wonderful. That's commendable. But make sure you have first, you know, filled your tank and you know, before you move forward. Not at the expense of your energy, in other words.
I'm so glad you said that, because it's important that you remember to take care of yourself, because you taking care of yourself is demonstrating to your daughter that it's okay and expected that one take care of themselves, because then there's more around. So, and she said, yes, like trying to sleep last night and getting woken up by phone calls about my sister. Yeah. So
that's what he's talking about. You knew it. You knew it when I said it. It's exactly what it was. That's draining your energy. That's getting you caught up in somebody else's drama. Yes, they have a crisis. Yes, they do need help, but it's important for you to take care of you and get your rest and not be interrupted. Yeah. Yeah. That's what he wants you to watch out for. But he's so grateful to you, and he's so very loving and kind. He came through with such, gratitude, admiration, and what just that part where he said you saved his life, you healed his heart, you allowed him to become the trustworthy father that he's always known that he was, or that he could be. And he wants to thank you for giving him and trusting him to be that. It was like the joy of his life is to be your father and to be trusted. Yeah, it's a very, very big deal. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. 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 Yes. Take care of my own heart, and then there's more love to give. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. We are at an hour. I mean, that has gone quickly. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Jean and I will be scheduling another time to do this together. So I hope you will like and subscribe to both of our channels. And I really am enjoying this with you, Jean. You've given me a great deal of support and confidence. So this is wonderful. So
it was a lot of fun, Gerald. It was
yes.
A lot of fun allowing your loved ones to come through, and us relaxing and opening up and taking our time and you know, working out the messages to their fullest extent is a real honor. And we just thank everybody for being here, for asking your questions. Yeah,
definitely. Do you have a show later today? Is that right?
I do. I'll be on with Terry Renner this afternoon at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific. And it's Terry holding your space. And we'll be doing readings.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So make sure that you go over there and subscribe and to watch and to leave a comment. And thank you all very much, and have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.
Bye.